Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to another installment of Talk Freely. Yay! so, to, so today, I have a new. Well, I have a new weed every day. I had to take two takes because I had spilled weed. I'm still disturbed to spill it because I spilled it on purpose. But I was able to get most of it up. But anyway, I got a new weed for you today. And don't before I get started, don't forget to give me some likes and some thumbs up, and come check out my merchandise over at www.tokefreelytokegear.store. So that's www.tokefreelytokegear.store. Because I'm having a hard time remembering it. I don't know why they give me such a long thing, but I like it because it still makes it one of a kind. And don't forget to check out my other endeavors with Soul Town, with Country and Mr. Reese, and New Way to Do It Reese is coming with some new shows soon. It's a little loud to me. It's coming with some new shows soon. And what else I got? And I guess that's it. I ain't really doing that much else. I guess that's it. So today, the name of our weed is called, that's right, Sherbet. It didn't say what kind of sherbet or nothing, but it's just called sherbet. So let you check it out. Use some light. It's I smoked a joint. It's really good weed, folks. So I'm definitely showing you some weed that you gotta go get. I mean, you gotta go get it. Because this is some good stuff, and I ain't promoting it for nobody or nothing. This is just some really good weed. Really, really good weed. Okay, so, so there we go. See it? I think that's a good picture right there. And it's got specks of red. So all I see is specks of red. Green with specks of red. I don't really see anything else. Maybe some slightly lighter green. That's all I can say about that, but it's basically green and with red speckles in it. And the smell is so unique. It does have a very, very, very sweet smell to it. And it comes across in the taste. Believe it or not, it comes across in the taste. It's a decent combination. Well, before I tell you all that, I just want to tell you it's got green specks in it. The texture is pretty good. It breaks down pretty nice, more like I like it. Let's see. Yeah, not gummy. Not gummy, but not 100% dry either. Just right. Perfect. So let's get on the joint. Put that over. Matter of fact, I can prepare my stuff for my calculator and stuff, and then I won't have to search for it when the time comes. So lighters here. Okay. So I hope you folks, are healthy, and well, and listening to the signs. Did I bring a towel? Oh, dang it. Oh, yeah, I did. There we go. I can't prepare it. I know people might see green towels. I have a lot of colored towels. And I have a ton of green ones. So when I was buying them, I don't know if they gave you extra green. But I got like ice green, dark green, mint green. I got green, and green is not even one of my favorite colors. But here we go with the joint. I'm already talking. I ain't even smoked yet. I'm talking shit. Well, I smoked something earlier. So this weed is very, very good. I mean, it's very good. I was impressed when I got it. I was taken back a little bit. I was like, what they trying to hurt a person? They trying to do to me. Really good. And they be looking for, I got something new for you, Reese. You gonna like this? I like it. I'll tell you guys I like it. So, my favorite words. What's going on in the world, folks? Let's see. Well, all you people that's tripping about Ukraine, You can stop tripping. There would not be a nuclear war. There will not be a world war. Believe me, I know. It's not going to be. When I say that, it makes it seem like I'm so arrogant. But I don't mean to be arrogant. But it's not going to be a war. So breathe easy. Yes, there's a lot of tension. Yes, people dying. People just love to kill. I never understand that. And they fight for some of the dumbest things, but they put so much importance on it. And all you have to do is just share. Share. But nobody wants to share. Because there's always somebody over the that wants more than the next person. But I got it from a good source that it's not going to be a war. It's not time yet. But it's a possibility. See how they do me? See how they do me, folks? You get commercial-free music and it's not commercial-free. Then people had the nerve. Like, I tell you, I have one video that, I took it on down, but I think I'm going to put it back up. I guess I'll help make the music makers more money, since it won't be making me no money. But, I got 2 copyright claims on music. And I use the music all the time, Maybe I'm getting some views from somewhere. I don't know where I'm getting them from. And they say, hey, you know what? I can make a little money off that. But don't hurt me for making no money. This stuff was no copyright music because I look for it specifically. I ain't just whistling Dixie over here. But anyway, I know it's a lot going in the world. You know what's got me a topic that I could bring up today? It's the transgender thing, Now, like I said, I've got nothing against anybody. Hey, do what you want to do and how you want to do it. And, like that song, going to swing from the ceiling, from the chandeliers. You want to swing from the Empire State Building, I wouldn't give a fuck. But the thing that bothers me about that is that they seem to have an agenda, And I've came across some videos that sparked this whole conversation I'm getting ready to explain to you. I was watching this, I think TikTok on YouTube, and this guy who was a transsexual or transgender, whatever they call themselves these days, he went to a restaurant and he paid for his food with his credit card, with her credit card. Okay, because I don't want to be disrespectful. With her credit card. Okay, and it still had her male name on it. Okay, so the people are being polite, like, thank you, Mr. So-and-so, and thank you, Miss So. This asshole, because if he watching it, you an asshole. He pulls over. Well, he don't pull over. He stops the line. People behind him because they misidentified his gender. Now, none of these motherfuckers looked at your ass. Okay, and on top of that, you give them a credit card with a male's name on it. Okay, what they supposed to do? They supposed to decipher that? They supposed to look at you and decipher that and say, they don't know. They could think you're a woman and it could be your husband's motherfucking credit card. You do what I'm saying? So I don't see why a person would make a big deal about that. You wasn't making no big deal about it when you had your dick swinging in your motherfucking, before you got it cut off. You wasn't making no big deal about that shit, but you get your dick cut off, and all of a sudden you think you deserve this kind of special respect. Respect is earned. It's not given, it's earned. And each and every last one of us gotta earn it. So who the fuck is you? I don't care if you're transgender or trigender. I don't give a fuck what you is. Ain't nobody gotta recognize you if they don't want to. But I see this whole society, and I especially see our black folks. Black folks, y'all fall for any motherfucking thing. I don't give a fuck what it is. Motherfuckers tell you that cheese is the moon made out of cheese. Y'all go up there and try to get a piece of it. It's just ridiculous, the shit that y'all accept. And then people will turn around and won't accept you. You understand what I'm saying? Now our society, yeah, we accept people. I think a lot of things we shouldn't accept. But yeah, we accept things. We believe, hey, if that's the way you are, that's who you want to be, okay. Just don't fuck with my shit. But that's the problem, folks. They fucking with your shit. You see what I'm saying? They're making this shit like, in other cases, like I even saw a black transgender. And so they call the women, it's not rare to see one, but the one I saw, he was talking about, he was calling normal heterosexual women cis women. And I still don't understand what the fuck that means. And if y'all don't even get insulted over that bullshit. If some motherfucker call me a cis man, first I want to know what it is. And secondly, you better be careful how you say it, you know. Because I don't give a fuck if you used to be a man or whatever. You know, I don't give a shit. We still throw down. You know, like I know I'm skipping, but I saw a video, I think it was a gag, but I saw a video of a guy dressed up as a chick, because he was roughly dressed up as a transsexual. I mean, on a bad day, I've seen better than that. I mean, yeah, on a bad day, I've seen better than that. But anyway, the guy kept calling him ma'am. You know, and this is not the one with the white guy. This actually was a black guy, you know. And the guy kept calling him ma'am. And, kept calling him sir. And he tried to correct him nicely a couple of times. But the guy said, listen, man, you look like a man to me. Your ID say man. I'm going to call you a man. He said, I don't care what you're dressed in. I don't have to give you that respect just because you want it. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Nobody has to give it to you. We give it to you because we want to respect you. And we want the same respect back. But when you give these people, some of these people, you know, like I say, I'm saying this, I don't have nothing against gay people, I have nothing against trans, but I have something against the way y'all do shit. And I have a right to say that, and I'm gonna say that. I don't give a fuck. You can't cancel me because there ain't really shit going on. So I don't give a fuck about you canceling me, goddammit. So, you know, just won't get your daily weed news, that's all. But anyway, you know, y'all shouldn't try to force this shit down people's throat. It's no different than what the government is trying to do with the vaccines and shit. You know, trying to shove everything down motherfuckers' throat. If we wanted something shoved down our throat, we'll open our mouth and say, ah. Until a motherfucker open his mouth and say, ah, you shouldn't expect nobody to respect you, give you any respect, because normal everyday people don't get it. We gotta fight for it. So you don't get no special pass because you decided to cut your dick off. That was your decision. Or you decide to use your clit as and get a prosthetic put up in there for a dick and shit. That's you. We ain't gotta accept that bullshit. Do your shit. Leave us the fuck alone. And I'm saying this for every heterosexual male and woman. We ain't got to call you a motherfucker thing. Except call you to leave us alone. That's all. We don't have to accept it, but I do understand why, you know, some people feel so strongly about it. But see, that's what turns folks off. You know, when I was coming up, listen, you don't think it was gay people when I was coming up? It was trash, you know, it wasn't. Well, I don't know. You know, some people might have had enough money to get early, you know, back in the day surgery. I don't know, don't give a fuck. But the point I'm trying to make, we knew drag queens, we knew straight up gay people, we knew all them people, you know. And we never discriminated against any of them because we knew where they were coming from. And they wasn't shoving their shit up, down your throat. You know, they would say, hey, I'm gay. If you accept it, you don't. Sometimes they had to defend themselves for being gay, you know. And that's one reason I am sympathetic towards the gay population. Plus, I have gay members in my family, you know. So I am sympathetic towards that. But listen, you and no motherfucking body else got the right to try to force nothing down nobody's throat. Where y'all get that bullshit from? You know, if you want to be identified as a female, get a respect. And maybe people will, but they don't have to. And that's what you have to understand. You know, that's just like, you know what, when I was coming up, since I lived in this area called Humble Park. I lived in several areas, but I spent a lot of time in Humble Park. And in Humble Park, even Spanish people thought I was Spanish. I didn't get offended. They'll walk up to me talking Spanish, and it's the same thing. You'll get some smart ass that'll say, oh, well, no, it was different because it had nothing. Bullshit. It was racial, you know, and it was just a mistake. People used to walk up to me and talk Spanish. Shit, I had to pick up some little Spanish, just tell them I don't speak Spanish. You understand what I'm saying? No obligation. No. Don't speak it. You know, they be, oh, you not Cuban? No, motherfucker, I ain't Cuban. Oh, Guatemala? No, motherfucker, I ain't Guatemalan. I'm Negro. You know, I's a black, negra. But negro, however they say it. You know. But to me, that was always on the slide. I'm saying, nigga, hey nigga. You know. It was like, yeah, we know it means black in our motherfucking culture, but we know it said nigga to you, motherfucker. Negra. Yeah, fuck you too, motherfucker. But anyway, I'm tripping today. But anyway, nobody has that right. It's on the same level as what you people present. It's on the same level as racists present. It's on the same level that our people, when we're being bigoted and racist towards too. So, I ain't leaving nobody out, you know. But the only problem that I have, that y'all come in here with these demands, and the motherfucker ain't got to give you nothing. If we was I don't know the word because I can't think of it right now, but if we was a society that really shunned what y'all did, y'all would not exist. And in a lot of cases, I wouldn't exist. Because a lot of times, people back in the day, if children had imperfections, man, they would toss the motherfuckers out. Well, this one, only 98% perfect. Toss that bastard back. They get rid of you like you wasn't shit. So things have changed. But nobody has the right to force anything down people's throat. Nobody. Not politicians, not gay people, not trans, not white people, not black people. You don't have the right. I ain't forget you Asian, Latino. I just didn't want to say all that. But nobody has that right to jam something down your throat. And if you live in, look at Canada, folks. Look what the fuck they doing. Look at this bastard in Canada. This is people who vote people like that in. I call it the John F. Kennedy effect. And you know why I call it the John F. Kennedy effect? Because they're good looking, they're young, good looking, charismatic, beautiful wife. Saying they have a lot going on. It's that movie star status kind of bullshit. But a lot of times, and I'm not excluding John F. K, but I don't know. But sometimes those be the lowest of the life. You see what I'm saying? And you people with your imperfections and your insecurities, and we all have them. We look up to people like that because, well, I don't, but most people look up to people like that because they show this image of perfection, And I keep trying to tell you folks that you're living in a fake world and you're living in a fake reality. But nobody wants to listen because when you have tangible things, it makes it easier to ignore, the message sometimes. But you see what Canada's going through? These people thought they was free. Not only that, where you going, booby? I got my dog over today, But these people thought they were free. They thought they was in a free society. Shouldn't that wake y'all up to something? Well, I've been woke for a long, long time. And I see what's happening. I keep trying to tell you folks. But anyway, this man is going into these people's bank accounts, freezing their money, arresting people, calling them racist, Nazis, and terrorists. All three. They're racist, they terrorists, and they motherfucking Nazis. And so you have to think, a coin has two sides. There's a head and a tail. And if he's the head, how long do you think it'll be before the tail follow? Understand what I'm saying, folks? If he could get away with that where he's at, what makes you think they won't try it here? You can see they didn't care nothing about the Constitution over there. And their Constitution, a lot of is shit. It's stronger than ours in a lot of ways. It's stronger than ours, But see, you see what they did, folks? And all you motherfuckers that talk about giving up your guns and shit, you need to rethink this. They took the guns away from them people. They couldn't even mount, a revolution if they wanted to. And then not only that, this bastard had the nerve to have snipers on the roof. So you was gonna shoot down innocent women, because I saw children out there too. So you was gonna shoot down innocent women and children over a motherfucking vaccine, over a mandate, over a motherfucking vaccine. See the world we're living in, folks? But y'all running around here smelling roses. To hide the fact that these people are trying to kill us. They're not out for you. It's here, every head of every country. Okay, and that includes Russia too. They don't really care about the people. It's about power. and it's always about power. And you folks thinking that, Russia is doing something bad. If Ukraine was in the same position, they'd be doing it to Russia. Just look at it in the reverse. It's always about power and who can be on top. I want to fuck you in the ass, so I got to be on top. You know, Either you gonna be the dick or you gonna be the ass. It's one of the two. You see what I'm saying? And right now, whatever his name is, with or whatever his fucking name is over there, he the ass, and he's finna get fucked. Because he thought that this country and others had his back. Self-preservation is a motherfucker, ain't it? Excuse me. So that's the point I'm trying to make, folks. This weed is strong. You need to watch what people do and what they say and how they say it. Because they'll make you believe one thing, and this is going on over here. But you don't want to look over there because it's too scary. Or you're just not getting the information that's coming from over there, but you're not seeking it either. You see what I'm saying? You can't just back a government or back a situation just because you have feelings about it and somebody else is telling. If you notice, anybody that noticed, if you watch NBC, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, they're all telling you about this occupation and this full-blown war. But if you go over to, even BBC, because I told you BBC done sold out too. They used to be cool, but BBC done sold out too. But if you go to NPR, One Nation, One National News, One American News, which they done pulled off of cable. I used to enjoy watching that. They didn't pull that off of there. And a few other independent news stations that you can find on YouTube, and others, and well, I know you can find them on YouTube, Oh, excuse me. You will see that this war that they're calling a war seems like it's a fight between two factions, and it's not really the Ukraine army and the Russian army. It's more like somebody else with the help of the Ukraine army that's trying to fight the Russian army. And with so much corruption in the world, you gotta look at the fact that all this coincide with the shit that's going on with Biden. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, booby. Yes, my booby. The shit that's going on with Biden. You see what I'm saying? If you look hard enough, they're covering up something, folks. They're covering up something. And what they're covering up, only God knows. Well, other people knows, but us out here, in the public, we can say only God knows, because if it's any of the things that, people claim that it is, it's no wonder they'll start a war with Russia. If you notice, every time some shit come up with the Democrats, Russia did it. It's like with Trump. Russian collusion, Russia did it. Some shit go on in somewhere else, Russia did it. They always go pick on Russia because Russia is one of the few people that don't take no shit from nobody. They don't take no shit, listen, if China big ass respect Russia, America, it's time to respect Russia. Them people is not playing out there, and you risking all these people's lives. Let me get off of that. That's for my show. But my point, back to my point, is how people want to demand you to do certain things for them. So you thought I was hiding it and forget. I don't forget nothing. But anyway, you thought that people they put demands on you because of their type of gender, their type of character, they feel like they deserve this kind of stuff, because of who they are, And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't deserve it. You're lucky to get it, because in some countries they will strike you dead. So you need to be fortunate because of that. And you don't need to throw this stuff down people's throat, because you never know what could happen in the next 10, 20 years. You never know how people's attitudes can change to certain things, you know. And folks don't stop to think about that kind of stuff. And it's sad that you don't because, you know, it's like you don't have a conscious of the future. You know, I'm skipping commercials, folks. You know, for commercial-free music. And we're coming to the end of the joint too. So everything's gonna coincide or at the same time. You know, but to make a long story short, you know, respect is earned, it's not given. You can't force it down a person's throat. You can't tell me you can't make me tell you that you're something that I don't see you that you are. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't care if you make laws or you lock people up for it or whatever. In order to change a person's mindset, you have to change your mindset first, and not just your personal mindset. You have to realize how people think and what people going to accept. You hear people say that, I don't give a fuck what people think. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't say that. Okay? I say it too, you know, but I really don't give a fuck how people think. Maybe some people like me. You know, maybe I need to rephrase that one. Maybe some people. I'll put it like that. Some people. Okay. Because you know, I say fuck you in a minute, man. Be ready to knock your teeth out your mouth. But anyway, you know, y'all gotta quit doing that stuff. It goes for our culture too. You know, black men, you gotta quit asking ladies what they bring to the table and that kind of shit. You know, come on, y'all. You know, I don't like to knock, you know, Kevin and shit, you know, because the brother cool. I mean, I ain't got nothing against him. You know, I've said my little shit about him and shit like that. You know, like I said, I'm always say he played the middle. But he's smart. He knows how to play the middle. If you know how to play the middle, hey, you got my respect, you know. You don't let a person bump your head so many times. But anyway, you know, stop doing it. You know, be friendlier. You know, don't expect people to give you something that you didn't earn. Okay? Because nothing comes for free. Nothing. So, I'm going to end this. I'm down to the end of the week. You know, I know sometimes I go off subject, but believe me, ain't no weed in the world that ever make me forget what I'm talking about. If I decide to stop talking about it, I just stop talking about it. You know, but I want to thank you folks, you know, for coming to the show and showing me some love. So we're going to rate this weed now. Good weed. Oh, if I got to, I'm sorry, booby. I got to explain. The taste is very sweet because I had smoked weed earlier and then I got high and I'm talking shit. But I can still explain to you. The taste is very sweet and it's called sherbet. So I'm guessing they give it a sweet taste, but it does have a very sweet taste, very sweet aroma. The smell is magnificent. You know, matter of fact, up into this particular weed, I've never smelled a weed like this one. So this is one I have to register too. You know, it's a very unique smell, and you can smell. It almost smells like sugar, like somebody added sugar to it. Matter of fact, it almost tastes like somebody added sugar to it. That's just how sweet it is. It has a very sweet to it. You know, the smell is, you know, is good. It leaves no taste leaves no aftertaste. The flavor, whatever it is, the sweetness or whatever it is that's in the marijuana, it matches up good. I didn't match up to what I thought the smell was like. All I can say is very sweet smell. Very sweet smell. Kind of, you can smell the THC. You can smell THC in all of them. But it's called, and it's an OG. So I meant to put OG. So, booby, don't walk on my weed. Thank you. All right. Okay, hold on. What I say? OG. Yeah, it's an OG. All right. And so we're going to grade it. And I'm going to get out you folks' hair, you know, with my conspiracy theories and my thoughts. All right. So, smell. I like the smell a lot. It scores up very high up there on my chart. I'm going to give it a good, I hope I ain't getting no, what's the name? Because I'm going to have to cut that off. Hope that you two don't cut me off for that. Give me a, what's the name for that one? But I'm going to do the rest of this silent. Because they so full of it, man. Anyway, the smell, I have to get the smell a really good score because, like I say, I've never smelled any weed like that. It does have a very sweet smell to it, very earthy. On top of that, you know, and it's got some nice flavors going on. So for the smell, I'm going to actually give that a 10. For the taste, magnificent. You know, it's some of the best I've ever had. I have to say, I've ever had, and that's saying a lot. As much weed as I smoke, so that's some of the best tasting weed I've ever had. I would love to have probably a half a pound of this shit. Well, no, that's a lot of weed. Maybe a fourth of a pound. So I'm gonna get a taste of 10 as well. Flavor automatically gets a 10. It's great flavor, great aroma. It's just everything you want it to be. It's 10. Okay, the texture, perfect. It's perfect, just how I like it. You know, not too wet, not too dry, not crumbly, not powdery. Perfect. Crumbles into the nice little granules. It's definitely getting a 10. Wow, we might get 100 on this one. Buzz or high? Hmm. Now that's something to think about because it doesn't rush up to your head, but you do feel it right away. After a few pulls, you feel it right away. But I don't think it's a 10. I will give it a 9. Point of peak, I would have to say, well, you don't even get through half of the joint before you high off the weed. So I would give it a. It's not a 9 or a 10, so it has to be an 8. So I would get a point of peak of 8. Accessibility, yes, a lot about there. I'm gonna give that a 10. Quality, overall quality, great. You're not gonna find very much weed for what I pay for. That's even on this level. Actually, you know, it's more expensive weeds that's not as good as this. That's not even on this level, and you would pay more money for it. So, for it to be, uh, you know, some of the most unique weed I think I've ever tasted, I'm going to give it a 10 on quality. Overall quality with everything else, taste, smell, it deserves that 10. Potency, it is strong. I had stronger. So I can't give the potency a 10. But for the weed itself, I think that's pretty good potency because it kind of hits you, then the rest kind of just follows, slows up. It's like a river flowing. You see what I'm saying? And it's good. It's really good. So potency, I'm gonna give it a 8. And for coughability, yeah, for me, smoking the joint earlier, I know for a fact that you're gonna be coughing off of it because I was taking small pulls off of it then. So for coughability, I give it a 6, which is high for coughability. It's very rarely you're gonna get, you know, anything. Oh, I forgot. Like a 9 or a 10 off of coughability. Like I said, the weed, for that to happen, you have to damn near be choking off that weed. It have to really take your breath away. You know. So for the smell, we gave a 10, and the taste, we also gave a 10. Flavor, we gave a 10. Texture, we gave a 10. Uh, Buzz and high, we gave it a 9. Oh, my fault. Delete. We gave a 9. Point of peak, we gave a 8. Accessibility, we gave it a 10. Quality, we gave it a 10. Potency, we got an 8. And I don't think I'm being biased on that. And we gave a 6 to coughability. And our score, folks, is, where's the equal sign right there? Is a 91. Well, just so you would see it. So a 91. That's a great. So very, very good. We get a 91 on that. Let me show it, folks. I know it's weird without the music, ain't it? We got a 91 on our Sherbert OG. And it is a sativa. This weed gonna have you going. It's very, very, very good weed. So I recommend, oh, and would I buy it again? The answer would be a yes. Yes, we would definitely buy this again. We'd be looking for this one. So, like I said before, folks, thank you for stopping by and showing me some love, And I've noticed my numbers been going up. Very good. I appreciate it. So don't forget, tell more folks about the show, and don't forget to check out the merchandise, which I will eventually have it going across the thing here and all that fancy stuff. I'm just not that inept, but I will learn when I get time because I'm always doing something. In my free time, I'm always doing something. So anyway, uh, uh, until the next time we meet, talk freely. God bless, and bye bye.